They have inducted Mr. Governor as the Ogbonge man. So he himself, he has his sash called the Ogbonge Governor. That is the power and strength of Ogbonge women. And there's no function of agri also that Mr. Governor attends that he does not request or ask, where are my Ogbonge women? So it tells you the power that they carry. My name is Abisola Olusanya, Honorable Commissioner for Agri and Food Systems, Lagos State. The decision to engage with Ogbonge women is the fact that, number one, this group is quite unique. It's made up of women whom we consider as mothers, grandmothers, teachers, educators, bankers. I mean, these are women that have worked in various sectors, various industries, and one way or the other have found their passion in the agri and food space and have also decided to do something towards enhancing food security. We also see them as wonderful ambassadors for everything that we are trying to push and portray. The average Nigerian, when you ask them, who do you consider as someone who is into farming or into agriculture, the perception you have out there is the average farmer is an illiterate, old, unkempt, impoverished. So when you see the Ogbonge women and you see these are well put together people, we see them as this unique group of women, and we will continue to push and support them in all that they do.
My name is Oluranti Sagoe-Ovhbo, the State Project Coordinator Appeals Project. We have a mandate to support 35% women in our total population for the Appeals Project. And one of the criteria is that you must be a group, not an individual. You must be people that are actively into agriculture. In Lagos State, we have 3 value chains, namely aquaculture, poultry, and rice. And then we came across Ogbonge Women, a large organization of different categories of farmers, not just in the 3 value chain, but even exceeding the 3 value chains. And then their organizational structure is quite tight. So these were some of the things we looked at and said, okay, I think this is a group that we can actually support, that can make an impact.
The engagement with the Ogbonge women actually brought about change in the formation of how we did distribution of farm inputs and whatever kind of support that we're going to give to farmers. 2021 particularly, that was the year we actually changed how we did our agricultural value chains enterprise activation support, and Ogbonge women helped to facilitate that based on our collaboration and based on several stakeholder engagements that we've had. The Ogbonge women spurred that action, and the engagement with them continues to be enlightening. When I think of the trade fair also that they brought on board, that was last year. And the idea around that was also to create a big platform for all of their women to be able to sell their commodities and produce. For us, it also just showed that when you have such a group of people who are well organized, who have a mindset of not just now, but having a future-centric approach, then you would also be able to do and enhance and build up on policies that you already have here, catering to that long-term future-centric outlook that they have.
They have very distinct vision, they have their mission statements, and they work together as a team. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, and they try to help each other. For instance, I know that they do contributions, they give each other loans. And so you can see that when somebody is weak, they find a way of helping to assist one another. I think that's one of the things I've learned, amongst the Ogbonge women. For the Lagos State government, we do a lot of capacity building. We engage our farmers, because knowledge is power. No matter how much you support a farmer, if the farmer does not know what to do with that support, it's just a matter of time. You won't see the impact of what you are giving them. So one thing that we do that is continuous is, we keep training them, we keep retraining them all the time, because every day there are new technologies, better ways of doing things. So we build the capacities of our farmer.
Putting sustainability at the heart of it comes back to our own strategy and what we have seen. All of the efforts of the federal government and the state government historically, it has always been largely around production. Processing has largely been left to the private sector. Downstream has practically been ignored over the years, which is where you now have a major fault line. The downstream has suffered, and for that reason, every support that has been put upstream ends up fizzling out by the time it's getting to downstream of the value chain. At the end of it, you have people who are producing but are unable to sell at the right prices that would continue to incentivize them. And for that reason, you have people exiting the sector because they are not making the right kind of margins to continue to help them for sustainability down the years.
We have so many processing facilities. You can see the mushroom processing center that we supported them with. You can also see the blast freezer there. You can imagine when they go to harvest tilapia, and assuming they cannot sell everything by the water bodies, they bring to the blast freezer. And the beauty of it is that the blast freezer helps to freeze spontaneously. What we're also trying to do is to make sure that Lagos State can produce, can feed herself, So it's not just production, we're looking at value addition, and then we have the markets.
For Lagos, we see ourselves as the market destination for sub-Saharan Africa. Recognizing that, we have also decided that what we would push is how to organize and streamline our market for producers all over Nigeria and in Lagos to be able to sell to the consumer, but through a sophisticated channel that helps to streamline pricing, helps to streamline production, helps to streamline contracting, helps to streamline logistics, helps to streamline everything around how your food gets to you, and in a way and manner that would continue to bring in investment, be it foreign direct investment or even local investment. We feel that this is a way to help the groups like Ogbonge Women sell, and also help them in terms of maintenance of margins. And this is long term.
Markets is something that Lagos State is very passionate about, because without markets, even the idea of production, it's only a matter of time. Continuity becomes an issue. And what we're trying to do is to have an off-taker arrangement where farmers bring their produce to the hub to sell. And that way, the average Lagosian has food that is fresh, wholesome, and affordable.